Maybe being a thief isn't such a bad idea, you just have to do it like an artist. In this video, I'll be sharing 5 lessons I've learned from Austin Kleon's Still Like an Artist. So I got this book as a present from my friend Khalil. Thank you, Khalil. This book was written in 2012 by Austin Kleon and since then has risen to become a New York Times bestseller. It's been on my to-be-read list for a really long time and I'm happy I finally got the chance to read it. So let's get into it. The first lesson is Still Like an Artist. Nothing is original. Every work builds on something that has already existed. When we as creatives finally understand this, we can free ourselves from the idea that something has to be created out of nothing. We can then be more open to putting our own spin on ideas, already existing ideas, transforming these ideas to make them ours. An idea is either worth stealing or not worth stealing. Every idea is the mix of the influences around you, the art, the people, the food, the music you listen to, and this is what Austin Kleon calls the genealogy of ideas. Another important concept is climbing your family tree. Now this concept means that you find someone that you admire, someone whose work you admire, you learn all about them, you study their art, study their processes, and then in turn you take it a step further and study 2 or 3 people that this person admires. This helps you to build a family tree, and you can then add your own branch to this family tree, kind of like a creative lineage, and this helps you to feel less alone in your creative process. It's important to keep learning from all of the content you consume, and this is something one of my favorite YouTubers, Ali Abdal, calls a gold mine. From the books you read, the movies you watch, even Twitter and Instagram, they are all gold mines. And when you get it, when you see an idea that is worth stealing on any of these platforms, it is important to note them down immediately. For me, I use my notes app on my phone, or I use my YouTube book. I have a YouTube notebook where I write ideas immediately I think of them. If you do not put these ideas down, you are likely going to forget them. The second lesson is don't wait until you know who you are to start creating. I call this the Course of Perfectionism. You need to start whatever it is, even while you're uncertain of the little pieces or the little parts of it. You know what they say, fake it till you make it. We all learn by doing. Everyone gets better through practice and consistency. Through doing, you begin to discover your unique process, your unique talents. There are 2 things: finding who to copy and what to copy. For who to copy, this could be someone whose work you admire, it could be 2 people whose work you admire, it could even be all of them. And for what to copy, now this isn't plagiarism. Plagiarism is taking someone's work and passing it off as your own. Stealing like an artist means taking it a step further, trying to understand the way this person thinks, the way they see the world, the way they create their art, and then adding your own twist to that. Austin Kleon also says that human beings are incapable of making perfect copies of anything. Copying is how we actually discover ourselves and evolve. This way, you don't just imitate your heroes, but you transform their work into something of your own. The third thing is do good work and share with people. People will not know what you create until you share it with them. If you don't tell people, how will they know? Share your work online, bring it up in conversations. When you meet people, share it everywhere that you can. You need to tell people, this is what I do, this is what I think, this is how my mind works. Just give people a little insight into who you are as a creative. The fourth thing is that hobbies and side projects are important. Here, Austin talks about the concept of practicing productive procrastination. This is where you take time off to do something that is just for you, something where you have no pressure to create. It's something you do because it makes you happy. You indulge in it, and you could even get inspired by these hobbies. The 5th lesson is creativity is subtraction. Austin explains that constraints are important for our creative process, and the right constraints can lead to your best work. So start creating even with the limitations you have. You want to be a filmmaker, start creating movies with your phone. You don't have to wait till you have all the high-tech gadgets. Work within the constraints that you have. Subtract the gadgets that you do not have and create something with what you have. Give yourselves deadlines to create. This way you're putting yourself within a constraint of time. You're subtracting the excess time that you do not have and you're creating with what you have. All of these things that you don't have, the time, the high-tech gadgets, gives you your own unique form of creativity. You're able to create with the tools that you have at hand. These are my top lessons from the book. I would recommend this book to anyone because I believe we are all creatives in any field that we are. I particularly like that this book is easy to read. It's filled with lots of graphics and pictures, and it's a fast read. I'll quote Austin Kleon here. These ideas apply to anyone who's trying to inject some creativity into their life and their work. That should describe all of us. In other words, this book is for you, whoever you are, whatever you may. If you like this, you can watch my other book review here. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.